Hey, welcome to Take the Lead Tuesdays. My name is Francesca, and you know what we do here? Encourage women to take the lead in business, work, and life. I get a lot of comments from people asking me about interview preparation. So it's kind of like, I'm having a work interview. What do I do? What do I say? What do I wear? How should my hair be? Etc, etc. The first thing that you should do when you're going for a work interview, research about the company. This seems like duh, but I promise you that there are people who go there. So someone was telling me about someone who came to interview in their company, and they asked the person, so who is our CEO? And the person was like, I don't know. And this information is like publicly available on the company's website. So what this implied was that the person didn't even visit the company's website. Get to know about the company, get to know about what industry they're in, get to know about what sector they're in, get to know their challenges. So if, for example, you're going to be the head of legal, or you're interviewing to be head of legal for a company, you should find out, what are the company's legal challenges, what are they going through, how can you add value, because those are the kind of questions that they're going to be asking you. Remember that an interview is not to test only how smart or how intelligent or how good you look. It's also to see whether you're a good fit for the company. It's also to see, okay, we have this gap in the company and we want to see whether this person fits right into it. So once you've done that, once you've sort of understood the sector of the company, you've understood their challenges, and you've understood what you can, what you're bringing to the table, get to learn about the people. Again, so it depends on the sort of organization that you're sort of interviewing with. Some don't have, that information. They may not even be as large. It may be like a really tiny startup that has just 2 people or 3 people. I'm not saying cram everybody's name and birthdays and favorite color, but just to know that, this person is the head of operations, this person is the head of commercial, this person is the head of comms. It shows that you're paying attention and that you've actually done your research. And trust me, it shows. Now, the day of the interview, some companies will tell you, dress in a specific way or dress in a particular way. It goes without saying that if you're trying to get a job in that particular sector or with that particular company, then, wear what they ask you to wear. There's a lot of change happening now with how corporate outfits look. So a lot of companies are very laid back and they sometimes don't specify. But if the company specifies, please, be in line. And another thing is, if your interview is scheduled for 1 p.m., try and get there at 12:30. Get there 30 minutes beforehand. Not just so they look at you and be like, oh, he or she is you keep to time, but also because it gives you enough room to prepare. Now imagine that you stay in a wonderful city like Lagos, where getting from point A to B can sometimes be stressful. You want to give yourself enough time to arrive at your interview venue looking fresh, right? So you don't want to get there somewhere and be like, you're sweaty, you're shiny, you're sticky, and they're like, ew. You want to get there, be calm, give yourself time to prepare for the interview, and hopefully you do well. Now, talking about the interview process, interview processes differ from company to company. Some people like a very informal approach. Others, you're literally going to face a panel. Don't let your nervousness show. It's very hard to say don't be nervous. That's not very realistic because you are nervous, right? But try and, don't let it show. Also, always act interested in your own interview. I know this sounds like I'm trying to find a job. No. There are some people that go for interviews and they just sit down. Tell us a little bit about yourself. My name is, I went to this secondary school. Actually, they can see all that information. So when they say, tell us a little bit about yourself, talk about your competencies, talk about your skills, talk about things that you can bring to the table that impact this business or this company. Don't answer questions and then fold your arms across your chest and just be like, okay, I'm waiting for the next question. It's an interview, it's not a firing squad, and nobody's about to haul you into jail. So your body language also has to be like, oh, I'm interested in what you have to say, and I'm an interesting person as well. Try and be confident. Please don't go there and speak phonetics or ebonics. if you use your natural accent that you're comfortable in and that you can speak in. Very, very important, please. During the interview process, a lot of people do not ask questions, which I feel is a disservice to themselves. Because again, the company wants to feel like, or whoever is on the other side of the table, they want to feel like you're interested in the business. But ask interesting questions. So for example, what are the plans for the company? Do they want to expand into other sectors? Do they want to expand into other regions? And the person is thinking like, okay, this person knows our business and is interested in it. Smile, keep it cool, be calm, answer questions, look at people directly, maintain eye contact, and let your body language be like, I got this. Don't be too cocky. Yeah, because there's some people who go overboard with confidence. Don't be too cocky. Once you enter into the place, oh, may I sit down? Be polite and always take your cues from the people who are interviewing you. So for example, the interview has come to an end. What next? Thank everybody for their time. Ask when, say, when am I likely to get feedback about this? Yes, you should ask that because you've given of your time and they've given of their own time as well. So there's an expectation. Thank them and ask when is the likely time you can hear back from them. Now, if you haven't heard back from like an interview process or an interview panel, maybe like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, always feel free to like shoot a quick email and say, hi, just following up to see if there's any updates regarding blah, blah, blah. Again, it shows that you're interested, it shows that you're professional, and it shows that you're polite. Please know that this doesn't always follow in like different places. So you might have to tweak it a little bit, but the core of it is always the same. People want to see your interest, people want to see your competence, people want to see your courage, people want to see that you're professional. And the interview is a great, great place to do that. So what have been your experiences? Share them in the comment section and let's chat about them. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get an alert for the next video.